Hello, everybody. Russ here for a special episode of Russ Reels. And who knows what is going to happen today, but this is Motivation Monday. So, why am I here? Well, I've gathered a few of my friends, got a few back in the green room, and some more they're going to drop in just to help motivate you for a great new week. You know, there's so many great opportunities and possibilities ahead. And, you know, the reason I put this special live program together that I kind of do sporadically, this is my kind of moving show. I just really want to encourage and lift people up and really get real and let people know I realize that everybody is going through a lot. There's struggles and challenges out there, and life is real. But in the midst of that, we can definitely live the life we want. We can choose the life we live. I've heard of a book about that. I think it was called Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. There you go. And good. I could see Tim in the green room doing that. Very good. So anyway, I just really want to inspire you to live the life you choose. And today, going to give this a shot, see if I can do it. But the part of the Russ Reels is not only being real, but also showing you a few reels. And I think a few of you know that my mother has Alzheimer's, and I did a Happy Moments with Mama just, I think, this weekend on LinkedIn, and people on Facebook have seen ones in the past. But my mother is still the happiest person I've ever known. She is my inspiration, and we have so much fun together. So before COVID, we would walk around her hallway and sing and laugh. And so today I'm going to attempt to play you a little episode, very short, couple minutes. And this is new for me because I'm sharing my screen and I'm trying this. I'm not like Tim, where I am just like so good at this stuff. So we're going to give this a try and see if it works. So here we go. And then I'm going to play this for you, and it should be awesome. Here we go. To this day, my mama is such a happy person, and she would want you to be encouraged today and smile. And I hope these videos do that. I hope they encourage your day, and I hope they make you smile. Have a good one. Here's some more Happy Moments with Mama. You are a big laugher. And what a smile. Look at that smile. La 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 la. Oh, I'm an alto. La la la. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Keep singing. Keep singing. Very good. Very good. You were good. I hope that made you smile because I know Mama would want you to smile. Have an awesome day. All right. I'm hoping that you were able to actually hear that. Can you guys nod to me? Could you hear it okay?
Thanks for connecting.
Oh, there we are. We're actually playing something else. We're going to close that off. There you go. There you go. So this is live. This is real. I'm going to bring in some of my friends right now because this is just too much fun and I can't do this all by myself. So we have Jason Cooper, Wendy Stunt. We have Tim Sohn and D. Scott Smith.
Hey, man, I get to hang out with the cool kids.
Yeah.
How
are you guys doing?
Great. How are you?
Good.
The great
Were you
thing
guys
is
able
that
to
Tim
hear
doesn't
that?
have
Did
to
I play it
communicate
so you
with
could
words.
listen?
Tim doesn't have to communicate with words, man. He just uses he's like one moment he's a potato, and the next minute he's some fireworks, and
there
he's a
you
little
go.
ray of sunshine.
That's it. All right, I'm gonna have to start throwing some of those in, Tim. Hey, you know the reason I wanted to play that video is to just really inspire people in the midst of challenge, in the midst of things going on in your life. You can still be joyful and have fun and laugh and sing. And like I said, last time I played when nobody could hear it, so I'm hoping everybody could hear it this time. But it was. It continues to be the joy of my life. I still sing with her. Unfortunately, I have to do it from outside the window now because of COVID. Yeah, I just wanted to encourage you. You guys, a lot of us have crazy things going on in life, but we can still be joyful, still be happy, still be motivated. And it is a happy motivational Monday, right? Wendy, you're always super motivated. Give us your motivational piece of the day.
What I would say, Russ, is do the things that make you feel good. Because, you know, a lot of the time, like if it's not going to make you feel good, stop doing it. And like you say, you know, the dancing, the smiling, the music. I love music, but I love playing music really, really loud. Really loud. Like so loud that sometimes my kids go, "Oh, Mom," you know, and they're putting their hands over their ears. But I love playing. I get into the car and I love playing loud music going down. Our office is like 15 minutes away from the house, and I just love that. But that's what makes me feel good. So I would say to people on Monday that are feeling a little bit demotivated to think about what makes you feel good and go and do it.
There you go. Hey, I'm with you all the way. And Jason, you are always full of energy. Tell us what really motivates you at the beginning of the week. We can't hear Jason, so you're kind of there. No, he's hiding. That's what happens when it's live. You never know what's going to happen.
He's licking his mic.
Mute is the key. What I wasn't
Okay.
at is I'm usually quite vocal, as you might know already. But it's been very cold here, as probably Wendy knows, and we had a flurry of snow yesterday. And the key thing is to be a child in the snow.
Yeah.
Makes you happy. I went out today, had a busy morning, and then I promised my son, who was just like, he said yesterday, "Dad, this is the happiest day of my life." And I went, wow, yeah, you're absolutely right. And it was snowing, and we went up to, there's a place across the road called Fernhill Gardens, and the snow was down, and everyone was sliding around, and you just look at kids like that, and go, the joy that brings. And we went out today, had a bit of time, turned into a little bit more time, but my son took his sledge up there, or sleigh, or whichever way you want it, tomato, scones gone, whatever, you know what I mean. And he just slid down, and it's very icy. He loved it, absolutely loved it, which brings a smile inside your head, because it just makes you feel, wow, this is really fun. And all the other dads were just like sloping off as well. Just no pun intended again.
Well, you're awesome, and we could use some of your snow. We here in Oregon have had like the big fat goose egg so far. No snow, not yet. So we tend to be pretty mild. Tim, you've been having a ton of snow. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing, motivating yourself.
Yeah, so similar to the theme of Jason and with the snow, and Russ with your mom, so kind of the themes of snow and kids and family. Our kids went skiing yesterday. My wife took them, so they had a blast, and we're actually expecting snow, and the kids, and I wouldn't even mind a snow day tomorrow. So we're excited about that. And we just switched the kids to remote learning just a few weeks ago. So I've been at home with them throughout the day, which has its challenges, but also I'm just so enjoying spending the time with them that normally we have such hectic schedules, you know, like dance after school and gymnastics and everybody's everywhere. But you really have time to actually spend with your family, even if it's while going over math or something.
My favorite. Yeah, math was not my forte. So, but speaking of math, we have a motivational listener, Mr. D. Scott Smith, who's always full of inspiration. Take it away.
Well,
Yes.
You know, I was just, so it's interesting. So coming up, I'm going to be, I think it's next week. I'm speaking to a couple of high school classes, and they're all remote, right? And so I'll be talking to them about business networking, and some practical steps, you know, the actual things that you actually do, not just, oh, business networking is important, and you need to do it, and you need to go to events, and you need to connect with. It's like, great, but what do I actually do? So we're going to talk to them and give them some actual things to do. Well, one of the things that has happened is that time has passed, and I'm not as close to being a high school student as I used to be. And so I have to kind of retool my mind, because if I ask high school students today, or if I make a comment that includes Steve Jobs, they don't know who I'm talking about. They have no clue.
Wow.
Right? But I will just say that Steve Jobs had this great line. He said, essentially, there is no limit to what you can accomplish if you remember that this world was created by people who are no smarter than you are. Right?
And so, you know, that is amazing, because that reminds me we all can do incredible things, right? It doesn't matter. We just have to put one foot in front of the other, and right. It's amazing what happens.
So let me throw another one out there, and this one, very few people. Arthur C. Clarke was the writer.
Yeah, I know.
So Arthur C. Clarke, actually, he is credited with inventing communication satellites, right? So this is, I mean, he goes back, right? He was around for, I don't know if he's even still alive, but Arthur C. Clarke said that a sufficient level of technology will appear as a magic to somebody, right? And so here's the deal. If I were to talk to Tim about producing live virtual events, right? Or to talk to Wendy about connecting and building an infrastructure of people around you, right? They can just like breathe these things out. And this is like, Tim, this is like, man, it's like this, and you need one of those, and you connect that. And I'm just like, wow. It's like watching Penn and Teller and the Cups and Balls. And I'm just like, how did you do that? And Tim's like, well, you just, you just do it. and all of us have that in us. Every person that is in this room, every person that's watching the replay, all of the people, and here's the amazing thing, all of the people who are not watching the replay of this, who are not watching it live, all have something that to some other person is going to appear as magic.
Well, and when people look at those things and they think, I just could never do something like that, let me be the first to tell you that tons of the stuff that I've done, especially since COVID, but over my whole life, is just because I've been willing to try, been willing to fail, move forward, and learn how to do it and figure it out, you know? And I think that is so critical.
Yeah. And let me jump on this real quick, because everyone has a pet peeve. and I will say, Russ, that you did not fail.
Oh, there you go.
But you made a decision. So the popular thing is fail fast. You know, get in there, fail fast, and
fail forward.
And it's like, but it's not failing. You get in, you try something out, and you say, you know what? This is not for me. I loaded up about 2 years ago. I loaded TikTok up, I did some stuff on it, and I decided, you know what, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work for me and my business, and so I unloaded it off of my phone.
Yeah,
I didn't fail at TikTok. I made a decision that it was not what I was going to. It didn't work. It didn't fill my need. So please don't think about getting involved in something and failing. Getting involved in something and deciding.
Right.
Yes.
And Jason has something to say about that.
I was actually waiting for Scott to do a bit of dancing there, but obviously he's not into it. So that's why TikTok is.
I only dance on Saturday with Tim. We have a dance date. So
yes.
I think adding on to what you've just said, actually, it's from what you've just said, is that find your passion. And obviously TikTok isn't your passion. So you have to redirect it in other directions where you are more motivated to do that. So I think that makes perfect sense. Like I tried TikTok as well, and I went, nah. Gave it to my daughter. She loves it, and which nothing to do with me. Which it's some people like certain things, and you try other things, and you try something else, and you try something else. There might be another fad down the line that we all have to try, and if it doesn't work for us, then that's fine. As long as it sits pretty with us, and I think that's all good as well.
Yeah, no, I
like TikTok. I like TikTok.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's talk. What do you like about TikTok, Wendy?
I love it. I think it's so much fun. People are just being silly. They're doing silly things they would never have dreamed of doing.
Right.
I just, I would log on and watch videos, maybe, just a couple of videos that maybe different people that I follow, but just fun doing crazy things, especially moms doing crazy things because they're being driven crazy with the kids.
Have you got your own account, Wendy?
Exactly. And I'm not saying that these are bad platforms. It's just, I decided for me, it didn't make sense. Yeah. And even as a consumer set, but I'm talking about as a producer, right?
Yeah.
Would this work for me to promote? No, it doesn't work so much. So no problem. But I didn't fail at TikTok.
Right. Well,
I made a decision.
That's one thing, guys, that people don't realize that there are, like Jason said, people have different passions. There's different things for different people. Wendy loves that. I know people that love TikTok. Yeah, in fact, good friends of ours, they were on staff with me, that he was the youth pastor, he and his wife. She became a middle school teacher. And this last year during COVID, because it was so crazy, she started doing TikTok videos, Wendy. And she's called That New Teacher. That's her. Okay. Whatever. And she has like hundreds of thousands, and some of her videos are like millions of people watching these things she does, and it's hilarious and it's fun. And so it depends what your actual intent is. I don't think she's planning to get rich off TikTok. She was having fun with TikTok, but it's great. Hey, I wanted to say, anybody who's out there, we've had a couple comments. We love those of you that are watching. If you want to just chime in and say, hey, we always love to hear from you live. So Tim, what is your favorite platform out there? What do you like mostly on social media?
I've been focusing a lot on LinkedIn this year. I would say probably Facebook and LinkedIn are the two places I spend the most time, but spending a lot of time, especially since I go live on LinkedIn a lot, but also just being in the comments more of people I want to engage with and things like that. So LinkedIn right now is my number one.
Yeah, I think that sometimes people like more than one. I mean, I'm active on several, and I'm sure most of you are, but everybody kind of has the one they gravitate towards, I think. And, it's been interesting. A lot of times, there you go, Tim. A lot of times you overcome your biases towards those things. Do all of you have your filters ready? Because, we could all have a filter war, and just, we're going to motivate people, right?
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm gonna have to set my green screen up now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's wonderful. You don't even need a green screen for these things. You just have fun with them. This was actually my favorite the other day when I was on Tim and Brian's show.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So fancy. We
need it now more than ever, right, Tim?
Just like that. Yes.
You're going to have to teach me because my green screen, when I do it, doesn't work that well. So
Oh, I will help
Yeah.
you, Jason.
you have
we
to
go.
send
We can
it
help you out.
to me.
You know, the biggest thing that I'm learning with all this is trying to be able to do it and be able to talk and look intelligent all at the same time. That is the hardest part.
Oh, you can do that well.
Well, you got 2 out of 3, so that's good.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Scott. So speaking of motivation, if you guys have not seen the experience live with Russ and Scott this Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, gonna have a great show. Russ Johns, Gabriel Leal will be on, and you're gonna have a ton of fun this Wednesday. So every Wednesday, 7 a.m., Scott and I are partnering up to put out some great content, talking about connection marketing, all that kind of stuff. So, Wendy, what do you have going on this week?
Russ and I talked about this briefly, and then I made an announcement on a Shout Out Saturday, and Tim found out that he's special and that Brian Schulman is not. Okay. Let me put the context around that. Is that we broadcast, and it is live at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. GMT. So key off of that. 7 a.m. Pacific time for Tim is not convenient in his neighborhood because he mentioned this earlier. He's the school marm about that point, and so
hashtag Zoom, Dad.
What we needed to do was create special edition episodes of the experience.
Yes, there you go.
And so we are creating a special edition episode of the experience. And also we right now are booked out up through almost March 24th. We've got availability starting on March 31st, and we've got someone actually booked for April. So we're pushing it out there.
Yeah,
which is fabulous.
It's a ton of fun. We're having so much fun, and
which means we need to book a special time for Tim.
Yeah, well, Tim, I mean, come on, it's what is that? 10 a.m. your time?
Yeah,
I know. Well, here you go. And then also, yeah, Brian, we're lucky to get him on because he doesn't wake up that early. Now for Wendy and Jason, that is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so they're all good. They're moving, but yes, Tim is right in the middle of school things, so we get that. So, okay, so I was asking one of you a question, and now I can't remember who was it. Wendy? Yes, Wendy, you're on.
Hi. I think you invited me on St. Patrick's Day for the experience show, so that's gonna be fun.
You are on. You're scheduled, so we're excited about that.
Oh yeah, the 17th. There's with Jeremy Siegel.
Yeah,
you guys are going to do good.
I'm going to have to arrive in all my St. Patrick's Day gear. You do know that.
You should do.
Yes, that is our special St. Patrick's Day episode. That's the reason we had to have Wendy on. I mean, it is St.
Does Guinness make a special breakfast version? Because that's...
Yeah. Sorry, Russ, what was your question?
I have no idea what the question was. I've lost it. So at this point,
motivation Monday.
Yeah, we're still talking motivational. No, I asked you what you had going on this week.
This week, I'm actually my goal this week is actually to figure out StreamYard. So I spent a couple of hours today with Alan Hennessy teaching me how to use the platform. So I have only recently been given the ability to go live on LinkedIn. So so I'm excited. So that's my plan this week, is to get live on LinkedIn with StreamYard.
That's awesome, because as you could tell, I'm still figuring it out because that's what I'm doing at the moment.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing well. Very well.
I am not yet worthy to broadcast on LinkedIn.
We are not yet worthy. No, we have not gotten the green light on LinkedIn, so we're waiting for that. I'm trying to apply all of my connections that are already on LinkedIn for all of them to tell LinkedIn that we need to be on there.
And so far, it's pushed us further back in the list.
Wow. I got on within a week.
Trying.
Yes. I would say we were deplatformed, but we were never platformed, so we're fine. Anyway, so Jason, what do you got going on this week?
Doing LinkedIn Live tomorrow, ironically, at 11 o'clock in the morning. It'll probably be about 4 a.m. your time, but Russ, you'll probably be up anyway.
I don't think I can make that one.
No, I know. It's all to do with the current business situation in Ireland and doing it in association with ISME, which is a business association based in Ireland. So, ironically enough, we're all three Englishmen. So, living in Ireland, it's all to do with the current.
Oh, he froze. Okay,
and I shall carry. Oh no, I'm back in the room.
Live, you're back.
So I'm back in the room. So I got that tomorrow, and a little bit of coaching in the afternoon, and I'm pivoting myself again on a few branding things that I'm doing internally. So some really good stuff coming down the line. I'm just changing a few things, which is really exciting. I've only just did that today, and that's gonna keep me moving forward for the next coming years. So that's really exciting.
That is exciting. And we're all going to go on a trip because Tim's flying us somewhere. We're flying. Are you a pilot?
I'm a pilot.
Tim,
Sully.
besides What's Good Wednesday with Brian Schulman, and besides Shout Out Saturday, and besides your new class you're doing, what all do you got going on?
Well, there's the Tim and Jim show. You didn't miss
that's right.
that one. So we have Gail Robertson on the Tim and Jim show, and we're actually switching the time of the show because of Zoom Dad duties to 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, at least for this being. So this weekend it'll be at 4:30, and she'll be talking about how to tell your story on the Tim and Jim show. So besides that and Zoom dadding, that's really the biggest responsibility right now, and the best. Hoping for snow tomorrow. Hopefully building a snowman, sledding, all those fun things.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I think taking advantage and loving and enjoying life. I think we can all, like Wendy started off saying, we all just need to have fun, love life. We miss out on so much when we're kids. We just go have fun, and we get responsibilities, which we all have to be responsible, but we get them and we lose the fun a lot of times. So let me motivate all of you today. Don't lose the fun. See if I can get this going now. Tim's big and I'm small, and I'm there. He's an onion. Okay. Don't lose the fun. Keep the joy in all that you're doing. And if you want to say any more joyful comments in the last couple of minutes that we're on here, that's great. But we just want to tell you how much we appreciate you. That's why I brought on some of my friends today, including the onion. And, and there's my dog barking. That's what happens when it's live. And yes, we want to add value to you guys today and tell you how much we appreciate each one of you watching. If you're watching on replay, please comment and say you're watching a replay. Let me know if you heard my dog barking in the background or not. And so listen, thank you. Does anybody have any last words before we say so long? No. Okay. Listen, thank you.
It's motivational.
Wendy, Scott,
inspirational.
Jason, motivated for the day. We will see everybody next time. Have an awesome week. Bye-bye. Woo!
Yeah.